for the post-game show. The post-game show is brought to you by the Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino. Winning entertainment, including simulcast racing, live music, dining, the best games, and more. Jeff Symbieta, Hunter Green, with the Orleans Arena, where the Lobos have just fallen to Towson Tigers by the score of 73-58. Lobos got down early, 12-0. And it was they were never in this thing from the jump.
Yeah. I mean, was it conditioning? Did we not have legs to knock down shots? Maybe. But there was no offense to be found in at least the first 10 minutes of the game. And then throughout the game, the Lobos struggled. Maybe you credit Towson with the defense.
No, you got to give them some credit, because I'll tell you what, they played well together. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that's the best team in America. But
I mean, defensively, was it their defense that created, for the Lobos not to be able to shoot the ball today?
You walk out of here a little concerned with your bigs. Jethro Muscadin had no rebounds and 2 points and fouled out. A lot of his fouls were a long way away from the basket today. You got beat right off the floor in some respects, 73-58 by a team picked to finish 8th in the CAA. And look, it's one thing to lose. I'm going to guess, and I don't know this for sure. Richard Pitino will be out here in a little bit, but I'm going to guess the effort's going to really bother him tonight.
But I guess my question would be is because are they just not?
Do you think it's conditioning?
Yeah, maybe that's the question. Is it conditioning or is it the want-to? That's those are great questions for Coach.
So you come to these tournaments and you want to get better. And did the Lobos get better going 0-2 here?
I thought yesterday they competed, and I thought they got better. I thought today.
I thought so too.
I thought today they were really exposed in terms of the lack of paint presence, in terms of their post play, offensive post play. And then if you take the jump shot away from the Lobos, can they produce points? Can they get to the free throw line? Can they do other things? I thought they got exposed.
Exposed down low. Exposed by their bigs.
In a lot of ways, not just down low, but if you close out and take away the jump shot, if you take House out of the game, if you kind of get him disrupted him, does that disrupt the flow? I mean, all of a sudden now the ball's not moving from side to side. It's not moving.
Lobos, download the new Lobos Sports app today to access exclusive content, including interviews with head basketball coach Richard Pitino. Listen to live game broadcasts, keep up with the latest stats and scores, enter to win prizes and more. The Lobos Sports app is free. It can be found on the Apple and Google stores. Download now and go Lobos. A couple of subpar games for Jalen House. At what point do you get concerned about Jalen, whether it's consistency? Maybe he's not back completely from the ankle, but he didn't have 2 good games here.
No, and again, as the season goes, the scouting report's going to be, you take Jalen House out of it offensively, you disrupt him, the Lobos can't get into a flow offensively.
And they did not get into a flow offensively. I run down the full stats for you. Jamal Mashburn had 26, and he played a lot of minutes tonight, 38 minutes and 40 seconds of a 40-minute game. 14 points for Taryn Todd. Those are the only 2 Lobos who were in double figures here at the Orleans tonight. So you come out of this, and it's a quick turnaround now.
Yeah.
What are we, today's Friday? You turn around, you're going down to Cruces on Monday for a Tuesday game against a team that is well coached, is athletic, and could be a whole lot different atmosphere than what we're sitting in today.
Yeah. No question. And they'll bring it. Defensively, they'll be aggressive. So how do the Lobos adjust, right? The question is, how are they going to be able to adjust offensively? How do you produce points when guys are running you off the three-point line?
And they're going to have to figure it out.
And you can't produce points in the paint. You're not getting any production.
You're getting looks. You're just not getting any production.
No production from the post.
Yeah.
And if you're shooting 32% from the field and no post production, you can't win very many games.
Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino, winning entertainment, including simulcast racing, live music, dining, the best games, and more. Post-game show continues. We are awaiting Lobo head coach Richard Pitino. We'll have a conversation with Richard Pitino. I'll get you the stats when the post-game show continues, but first we pause 10 seconds for stations along the line to identify themselves. You listen to Lobo Basketball on the UNM Sports Radio Network. We'll continue when we come back. Richard Pitino has joined us courtside. You get down 12-0 early and really struggled to find a way to score today.
Yeah, there was the first night that we've had where we couldn't make shots. We've been really, really good offensively in a lot of games. But our defense, and it's not even our defense, our rebounding has been so poor. You're going to run into nights like this. And it needs to be a wake-up call to our guys that you're not always going to be on. The offense isn't always going to go your way. You can always defend. You can always rebound. So we got to develop that identity, and we're not there.
And I thought Terran Todd was the guy who probably gave you that effort tonight. Right till the end, he gave you. I think he had 14 points and rebounds, but it felt like you got a lot of effort there. It's a guy who says, "All right, we're not scoring, but I'm going to try to contribute somewhere else."
That's it. But it's got to be It's got to be a collective mindset. It's the way. You're bringing in so many new guys, and it's going to take some time to develop that team mentality. When a shot goes up, hitting somebody, getting out rebounded again. Was our defense great? Like we talked about, they're not a great shooting team, but you still got to guard them. We're backing up, letting them shoot. So, it's on us as a coaching staff. It's on me. We got to get them tougher. We got to get them better for a tough road game versus New Mexico.
Coach, did you think, in terms of your team competing today, when the shots aren't falling, we talk about Terran Todd, I thought he competed. I thought from jump to the end of the game, he was getting deflections. He was active.
He was. Guys were doing it, but it's going to have to be physical, and that's where we're not getting it. But some guys did it, but it's got to be a collective group. It's too many offensive rebounds. We're not being physical enough. So, again, like I said, it's on me as a coach. It's on us as a coaching staff to keep pushing them to get better.
Do you have the guns offensively from your bigs? You got looks. I thought you had some looks down low. The other thing that's got to frustrate you with your bigs is the fouls 30 feet from the basket.
I think that our bigs need to be great ball screen roll guys. Yeah. I don't know if they're quite ready yet to get an ISO post touch, which is okay. With our guards, if we can, play like Dwight Howard and play like some of these NBA guys where I'm going to get two on the ball and I'm going to dive and we're going to look for you. More so because I thought at the beginning we were getting it down to them and we just weren't doing it.
Yeah, you did get some
We were getting some, and it just kind of zapped us a little bit. Mashburn's obviously a terrific scorer. Our guards are really good. We got to flow a little bit better offensively, so we'll work on it.
I thought that fouls away from the basket, when your bigs are committing fouls 30 feet away, and I watched your body language, that's got to frustrate you. Jethro seemed so frustrated. He had, 2 points and no rebounds, and he was in foul trouble from the jump.
Where we need to mature, we are an inexperienced young team who hasn't played a lot of games. There's going to be nights where you're in foul trouble. Keep playing the right way. There's going to be nights where you can't make a shot. Keep playing the right way. We're far away from that right now.
Come on a trip like this, you want to get better. Did you get better in these 2 games?
We didn't get better today. Yeah. We didn't get better today. That was a step back. But, again, it's a lesson. The offense is not always going to fall. You can always defend. You can always rebound.
Coach, is it one or two things, or is there multiple things you got to work on?
I think it's multiple things. And you know what? You got to do it through adversity right now. And, again, it's on us as a coaching staff. When you bring in so many new players, you're rebuilding like we're doing it, we got to coach our butt off. So we got to get back home and coach our butts off.
How do you bounce back for the next game?
We just stay positive and understand, it's not personal. We're not trying to throw you under the bus. We're trying to coach you. If you believe in us, we'll get better. We have so many new guys. But come in, to practice humble and hungry, and we'll get better.
Quick turnaround. You get on a bus, go down to Cruces on Monday to play on Tuesday. Then you get that same New Mexico State team who's played well. They won 2 out of 3. Beat a good Davidson team in Myrtle Beach. You got a big week and a half coming up.
We do, and we got to get better. And it's like I said, we've got to come to the gym humble and hungry to go. We got to learn from this and then move on.
All right, Coach.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Richard Pitino, the head basketball coach at the University of New Mexico, after a 73-58 loss to Towson here at the Orleans. I think that was the right way for him to be.
Here's the deal. I think there's more than, and I asked him, is there 1 or 2 things? Yeah, there's more than 1 or 2 things you got to work on. It's like, that old saying, how do eat an elephant, right? Elephant one bite at a time, and I think that's what he's saying. And I think the key to this road trip is your attitude going into next week.
You got big ones next week.
Yeah.
Games that, this is a young group. Most of them haven't played New Mexico State.
Nope.
Even the guys who were here last
Nope.
year, many of them haven't played New Mexico
Nope.
State. It means a lot to you. It means a lot to everybody in that state. It may not mean as much to those guys that will in 2 weeks, but and they're going to learn about it. But I know, maybe you're the guy who's got to tell them, but they've got to get better to go down to Cruces and be a good Chris chance.
No, they do, and I think, like Coach said, there's two things you can control: defense and rebounding. Your effort in those two areas. Whether your shot's falling, whether you're getting in foul trouble or not, those two things can be the constant.
All right, let me give you the stats, and then we will get you out of here. Jamal Mashburn Jr. led New Mexico. The final was 73-58. Mash, 26 points on 9 for 18 shooting. Taryn Todd, the only other Lobo in double figures, he had 14 points. 8 points for Jalen House, 4 points for Javante Johnson, and 4 points for J. Allen Tovar. And that is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Lobos scored tonight. It was a total of 58 points. Leading rebounder for New Mexico today, Javante Johnson. He continues to do it, even when he's not scoring. He didn't shoot the ball well today, 1 for 9, but he led New Mexico at 18 points. Jalen House had 4 assists. For the Towson Tigers, Nicholas Timberlake, 20.